All right, what do we have here? All right, so today we're gonna be doing a little short review. You know how short my things turned out to be. On my girl. You've seen this gun before? Yep, I keep the magazine loaded. I kind of feel like I'm doing wrong. I hadn't got her out and rubbed on her in a while. So I thought I would try to do a little quick thing for you here. Okay, gentlemen, ladies, gentlemen, and kids and sports fans and all that kind of stuff. What we have here is a Colt 1911. Right off the bat, you can see it doesn't have a full-length guide rod. The only benefit that I can see of having a full-length guide rod would be to remove the slide all in one piece. Meaning all the barrel and the springs stay together. I don't like doing it that way, so there really ain't any point, in my opinion, to change out. And besides, why would you take and buy an aftermarket slide rod and take out one that's made by Colt and put in something that you're not sure about? We know that Colt is good, so we're gonna leave it be. We've got cherry wood grips. Nothing special. They're the G10 Colt grips. No, I've not changed them, and yes, I have looked. But again, if this is a Colt product, why would I buy an aftermarket product that's of less quality? This is a 1911 Commander. The lightweight Commander has a aluminum alloy frame, steel slide. Old slabs are polished. Slab meaning this flat part of the slide. Polished bluing. There's no Cerakote here. It comes with Novak sights, 3-dot sights, front and back. The back is adjustable for windage. There's no elevation on it. You can buy fully adjustable sights. I don't like them. In fact, I don't like these. I would rather have the GI style sights, which is just a little blade that sticks up back here and just a little bump that sticks up here. But it come with Novak sights. I see no reason to change them. I can hit what I'm shooting at. So you know, the gun come with one 7-round magazine and one 8-round magazine. Okay, so for you 45 fans that say, well, you know, how can you take a 7-round magazine and put 8 in it? Or how could they turn the same identical magazine? One's a 7, one's an 8. Okay, they're the same everything. Why not make them both 8s? Well, because the original 1911 was chambered with 7 rounds, which is this one. The fact that Colt itself has come out with an 8-round magazine is wonderful. I'm going to eventually buy me some more 8-round magazines. But for those that want to be traditionalists or purists, they wouldn't have an 8-round. So, you know, they want a 7. So Colt kind of met you in the middle there. They give you both. The gun came with combat trigger, combat hammer, basically meaning they're skeletonized, less weight, and that's all. Comes with an upswept beaver tail safety. It's got a standard mag wheel. I don't like the oversized mag wheel. Kind of looks stupid. But it's not ambidextrous. Colts were designed for right-handed shooters, which I don't get that. But and I have not changed out my controls. They are standard size, none of which are oversized. Standard size controls, standard size mag release. I may one day put an oversized safety release on this gun if I can find one that Colt made. But it's not a deal breaker. I mean, it's right there. As soon as if I pick that gun up, it's right there. First thing I do, take it off. It's natural. I mean, it's made perfectly in line with your thumb, just like that, on and on. So, with that being said, there really ain't a whole lot that we can say about a 1911. A 1911 is a 1911. I did say this was the lightweight Commander, which means that this comes with a 4-inch barrel, whereas a full size is a 5-inch barrel. Okay, they make an officer's model, which is a 3-inch barrel, which would, I wanted the Commander size. Even with the aluminum frame, it cut off quite a bit of weight. It really did. The gun steel, it's still got a little heft to it. Really thin, much thinner than a Glock or anything like that. But now it's limited. Like I said, at best you've got an 8-round magazine. You can get magazines with extensions. I don't like that. I carry this gun on occasion. I like having that flush. The gun is checkered. It's striped on the front of the mainspring housing and on the back, striped, if you can see that or not. You can see the stripes, and it really helps your purchase on that handle. The beaver tail has got a bump right there. Beaver tail, the safety, I like that. It's all I feel is that little bit of bump right there, and I'm not worried about getting up in there to make sure it's engaging the safety. It automatically does with that bump. I like that. Retail, I've seen these guns recently for $9.99 plus tax, up to $1,200. I give $11.25, I think, for this. Let me see. Yeah, $9.99 plus tax. So it was $1,125 is what I paid for this pistol. Cool story behind this gun. I went down and I had my mouth all set for a Ruger. I like Rugers. Ruger makes a beautiful 1911. They make it in the Commander size and the full size. Stainless steel. Well, I looked at one and looked at it. At Academy, I decided I was going to buy it. $749? Yeah. So I went back down there to get it. They had sold it. All they had was the full size. They had sold the Commander. Well, my heart was broke because I wanted that gun. It was stainless and it was beautiful. Well, I went over to a local gun store over here in Reynolds in Opelika, Reynolds Firearms. Reynolds Outdoors. And I went in and they had one glass case and it had probably 10 to 15 different 1911s in there. And I asked him if I could see the Ruger. He said, sure, And you know how them mom and pop stores are. He was a little higher than Academy anyway. It was, $800 and something. Well, we got to talking, and my wife was standing there, and she had watched me drool over this gun and for a while. And naturally, he wanted to promote the more expensive handgun. He said, why don't you check out these Colts? I'm like, man, I can't pay that much for them Colts. And I hadn't looked at the price tag then because literally I didn't never think I would be able to buy a Colt pistol, not at the spur of the moment type deal. Usually I'd have to save up for a couple of years. Well, he said, just feel it. Just check it out. So reluctantly, I handed him back the Ruger. And I picked up this Colt. This is the only one I picked up. I didn't try none of the rest of them. I didn't handle any of the rest of the Colts. I handled this one. Now, even more reluctantly, my mind went to racing. What can I sell? What can I part with to get up the money? And I handed it back. I said, let me see that Ruger again. My wife said, you didn't like that Colt? I'm like, yeah, I loved it. I can't see paying that much for it. Well, it hadn't dawned on me at the time. It was only a couple $100 more because, they were higher than Academy. Well, Academy don't offer Colts, by the way. So, long story short, my wife spoke over me that day. She did. She told him, she said, wrap that one up. Wrap it up. I look at her and she looks at me, and he's sitting there, all night. He's smiling now. So that's how I wound up with this pistol. My wife made an executive call to buy a better made gun because it holds its value more down the road. You take this gun, and I've got to get it out of that damn safe. I keep it in there in this cage, worried about it getting dirty. I have carried it, but boy, I spend more time wiping on it than anything. But that's how I got it. If you'd have known me and where I come from and how we grew up, I never would have imagined I would have been in any situation to where I could have paid that much for a handgun just because I wanted it. I had guns. I had other pistols. I didn't need it, but I wanted it. And my lovely wife made sure I had it. And I've been so blessed with my wife and guns. And it took me till I was 28 years old to get married, and I'm glad we waited. I'm glad I had to wait that long because I got the right one the first time. So that's how I got this gun. Accuracy, jam up. I mean, we usually test handguns at 10, 7 yards. Not this one. I can shoot 10, 15 yards all day long. I can shoot this gold can all day long. That big 230 grain piece of lead, it does the job. There ain't many people that can say they've been shot center chest or center mass with a 45 and live. But as far as the gun, I love the gun. This is my girl. I keep her put up. Smooth action. Great gun. If this has helped you guys, like and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. Leave comments below if there's anything you want to know about any particular weapon that we featured here, or any other one that maybe we hadn't featured yet, but I may have it over here. I don't know. That you might want to see a review before you go and buy one. I can absolutely 100% tell you this is well worth the money. It is. It may not seem like it. You may have a hell of a time explaining it to your wife, but it's worth the money. So if this has helped you, thumbs up, like, and subscribe. Leave your comments below. God bless you. Take care of each other.